Let's do it. Thank you all so much for joining me today. Welcome. Meet me on your chair. Welcome to this moment. I am Natalie. This is my home. I am so happy to have you here. Let's get into those bodies. Let's warm up. Let's do all the things that support our body so we can step into today and feel supported and feel good. So thank you so much for joining me. I know your time is precious, just like you are. So thank you for sharing this precious moment with me. I am on my chair. All I also have is my mat today. We're going to get into those legs, lower back, and also including your core just a little bit. So grab those things, take off your socks, or get as comfortable as you would like to, and join me here. Thank you. Roll those shoulders up, back, and down. Start to lengthen from the crown of your head to your seats bones. So if you feel that your ribs are slightly popping out, start to bring those ribs, those hips right underneath those shoulders. Right away, kick it off with that great alignment. And I kind of have a slower playlist today. Kind of needed it. Helps me kind of tune into what's going on. Hopefully that's helpful to you too. Make this gesture bigger by bending those elbows, lifting, opening your heart. Breathing in and out. You choose whether in through your nose, out through an open mouth, or in through your nose, out through your nose. Really opening your heart, your chest. Few more times, lengthening, engaging. Maybe you pull your toes up away from the floor, see how that feels, engaging those shins we just talked about. And then gently lower them back onto the floor. And find some stillness. Lay those hands on those legs. Wiggle it out. Wiggle out your trunk. And then remove the flesh away from the seats bones, finding that contact with your chair. You can also do this seated on the floor. Crisscross applesauce. Sit really tall, looking right and left a few times as you draw your shoulder blades together. And then drop your chin, returning back to the center. Let's lengthen, lower our chin to our chest. Just a gentle shake, a gentle nod. And I want you to be aware of your shoulders, lengthening out to the sides, pulling your shoulder blades together. And then inhale, bringing your forehead to the ceiling. Maybe not all the way. Exhaling, releasing chin to chest. Wiggle those shoulders so they fall even further away from those ears. Take your time. Inhale, forehead to ceiling. And then exhale, chin to chest. A few on your own. Lengthen those shoulders again. Out to the side, drawing shoulder blades together as well. Returning chin to chest, return, and a gentle shake, a gentle nod. And inhale, roll everything up. And let's bring those shoulders to our ears and gently release them. Do this a few times on your own. And then roll your shoulders back. bringing those arms straight out in front of you. And what I'd like you to do is draw those shoulder blades together here and then release. Doing this a few times. But also keeping your ribs in alignment, not popping out. Hips are right over those shoulders, lengthening from your crown, pulling your abdominals nice and secure, engaging them to your spine. And relax. Let's open our arms out to a T, lengthening in both directions. Again, keeping everything in alignment. Let's bring this right hand underneath that left, and let's gently lace them together, maybe once, maybe twice. Drawing those shoulders back. Elbows lifted slightly, core engaged. Let's just lengthen those arms, those hands away from your face, and curl everything inwards. Chin to chest, gentle stretch in your shoulders. Even here, I want you to invite you to use your brain. Visualize those shoulders being lengthened away from each other. And then inhale, bringing yourself back up. Exhale, release those arms open nice and long. And bring that left arm underneath the right. Crossing once or twice. Lifting those elbows, but drawing those shoulders down and away from those ears. Let's gently bring those hands away from our face. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, round, bringing everything in towards your center. Visualizing the shoulders coming away from each other, lengthening them. There's that soft engagement in your abdominals. One more breath. And return, inhale, coming back up, exhale, release those arms, shake it out. I hope that felt nice. And let's take a trunk circle. So let's start one direction, whatever feels great to you. And reverse. So I am recording this, but I'm also playing music, and YouTube gets really finicky, which I totally understand. We need to give artists their fair due, or whatever the word is. Reverse again and again as you do your trunk circle. So I never know if it's going to block my music. So if it does, I don't really want to upload the video, so we'll see. I can also tell you what playlist I'm listening to on Spotify. And return back to center. Roll those shoulders up, back, and down. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, let's hinge towards that left side, really grounding through that right seat's bone. Lengthening from fingertip to that tailbone. And bring yourself back up. Let's do it again. Opening through your pectoral. Engage those abdominals, round through the spine. Bring yourself forward, hinging all the way forward so that your trunk is touching your legs. And hang here for a second. A little shake in your head, a little nod. Maybe you interlace those fingers. Bring them to the back of your head for a little traction, or not. Take one more deep breath here. And then walk yourself up. Take your time. Roll yourself up, and let's take that stretch to the other side. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, hinging over. Oh yeah. And back up. Exhale, hinge. And hold it here, really opening, rolling through that left shoulder. Today I'm feeling it in my lower back, this stretch. So where are you feeling it? Also got a cramp in my outside of my hip. That was interesting. And then around, bringing your trunk right over those thighs, and then just release and hang there. Shake, nod, wiggle, do all the things. Maybe add some traction for your neck. Just I ask you to be gentle with yourselves. Take another breath here. Go inside, do a body scan, see how your body is feeling today before we start getting up and moving and all the things. Take in account anything to be mindful of, things that you need, things to save for later. And walk yourself back up, please. Rolling shoulders up, back, and down. And let's grab the back of your chair. Inhale, lengthen your chest. Maybe lift your heart. Drop your shoulders. Maybe lift your chin. On your next exhale round, maybe using your knees for traction, bringing chin to chest. And roll yourself back up. Bringing yourself nice and tall. I want you to grab that right leg, drawing that close to your chest. I need to scoot to the edge of my chair because I'm a shorty. So bringing that thigh really close. Circle that right ankle, point and flex. Here, I do want you to bring your shoulder blades together. They're extending in both directions out and bringing shoulder blades together. And then I want you to bring that right ankle over that left knee, drawing that heel either close above that left knee or all the way to the crease of that left hip. It's up to you, somewhere in the middle. Inhale, lengthen. Allow that hip to open. Exhale, release. Just sitting here for a few breaths. See if you can relax this knee to just open. Then inhale, lengthen, and exhale, hinge. And I want you to keep this flat back, keeping the spine nice and long. We're kind of taking these stretches and holding them today. If today you rather move, you can bring yourself up and exhale, bringing yourself back down. Go on your own stretching adventure. I'm a guide. I'll talk you through it, but ultimately it's where you want to go with your body today. I'm giving my toes a little bit of a massage, my heel, my arch. Let's take one more breath here. My feet need a lot of love now that I'm back on point. And bring yourself up. Nice work. Let's cross that thigh all the way over. Make sure your left foot is on the floor. Roll shoulders up, back, and down. And let's twist over to that right side. Now you can bring this right arm and kind of open, fan it open, bring it to your sacrum or where it'll land. Again, find what works for you. I would like you to be mindful of what your ribs are doing and your spine and your abdominals. And one more breath here. And release everything back to the center. If you need to wiggle it out like I just did, please do. Inhale. And then exhale over to that left side for that counter, or maybe you fan that arm. The top of my chair prevents me from really doing the whole thing. So maybe if you're on a stool or sitting down, might work. We're definitely going to get into the outside of those hips, your lower back. So we're definitely want to get that hip nice and warmed up. So return everything back to the center. Shake it out if you need to. Draw that leg back in. Support yourself with your left hand. Engage those abdominals. And I really want you to use the strength of your arm to open up this leg. Try and let it be heavy. Try not to use any muscle doing this. Only your lower abdominals and your arm. And then find some circles. Get that hip going. Nice and warmed up. Reverse when you need to. Rocking back and forth. Just take this motion like you like it. What feels good in the moment. And then finish up. And then lower that foot onto the floor. Let's do everything on that other side. Kind of reset your trunk. Remove the flesh if you need to. Roll shoulders. Engage. Align. And then let's take this left leg in nice and strong. Draw shoulders together. Spin that toe both directions. Point and flex. Wiggle back and forth. Do all the things that feel good to your body, to your ankle. And let's cross this left ankle over the right knee, please. Just take a few breaths here. Set everything up. Take a moment to allow that knee to fall outward. Maybe it doesn't fall at all. My right one did a hair. I don't even think it was noticeable. But find what works for you. Bring it closer. Bring it further away from that hip. And settle in. And with your breath, see if you could relax that outside hip. And when it feels good, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hinge. Drawing shoulders away from ears. You're not jutting your chin out. You're breathing and allowing that knee to open, that hip to open a little bit more. Maybe you moved, you flowed up and down like I showed you on the other side. Feel free to do that. Today I need to just sit here in it and let my body relax. I'm also giving my left foot a massage like I did my right, being mindful that my shoulders are away from my ears. There's no tension in my neck or shoulders. Plus, my toes are cold. Take one more breath here. And bring yourself back up. Crossing over. Roll shoulders. And let's twist to that other side. Take it like you like. Just roll that shoulder, opening, twisting, aligning. With this woo-woo music, I have my incense burning too. Got the whole thing going. Just felt like needed it today. Hello. Take one more breath here. And release back to the center. Wiggle it out, adjust, and then twist to that other side. And return back to the center. Let's clasp that left leg, bring it close into us, roll our shoulder back. Let's support ourselves by using our right hand, using the chair, opening and closing. Leg is heavy, core engaged, chest is lifted. Do some circles, both directions, in and out. Tapping forward and back, just getting that hip ready to be stable, to do some movements, to be warmed up. And then release that leg to the floor when it feels good. Shake out those legs. One more stretch before we stand up for our spine. We're also going to do it laying down on the floor. What we're going to do is get a little freaky. Just kidding. It's something I learned from one of the ballet teachers. She was doing it yesterday. So what we're going to do is start out sitting nice and tall. We're going to kind of do a body roll, but we're going to dip our chin. Bring yourself up, all the way up, and then we're going to hinge and then roll through the back. Roll yourself up and then do it again. So we dive and you're kind of painting your thighs with your trunk and your head, and then hinge, core is engaged, and then round through the spine. Do that a few times. Just see how it feels using your shoulders. Really finding that fluid movement into that spine. How about two more? I like to use things from all different places, whether it's from dance, from it's my PIO years when I used to teach PIO, or Zumba, or ballet, or weightlifting. All of that is really fun to kind of put together. Awesome. Thank you for trying that. Shake out your limbs, shake out your arms, give your head a gentle shake, shoulders, and meet me standing up. Grab your mat and have your chair accessible to use. Maybe grab some water as well. Meet me standing up. Have your chair close by. I am going to lay out my mat and grab some water. Let's get into those legs. Give you a little ouchie moment. Just kidding. I'm going to grab some water as I set up. We're going to start out with your left leg, working that left leg first. So set up your chair on your left side. I got a new sticker at my conference I was at. It says Bar Babe for ballet. Cute. Anyways, moving on. So, standing nice and tall, either facing your chair or one hand, you decide, those calf raises. So start out with a tailbone nice and long, roll shoulders up, back, and down, and just some calf raises. Try and be in control. I kind of went up and down really fast. Maybe you do need that really fast motion today. Play with it. I just invite you to keep everything lifted and engaged, shoulders together in the back, also lengthening all the things. Let's do 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And let's circle that right ankle a few times. We'll stretch out those calves, but I want to get them fired up first, okay? When I said lower body, I meant all lower body. And some core, So roll out your left ankle, both directions. And then right away, set it up, roll shoulders up, back, and down. Let's bring that right foot off the ground. And let's do 10 calf raises here. So I'm actually not touching, I'm touching the ground to start out, but I lift up and then I gently release. You're also squeezing that glute, so let's do 10 here. Ooh, I feel it. Ooh. 4 more. 4, 3, 2. Can you see me struggling? How are you doing? And 1. Let's take that left leg behind the working leg. Stretch out that calf. Oh yeah. Square those hips. Lengthen your spine. And shake out that leg, removing the chair to the other side or just turning around. We're going to do the same thing. 10 calf raises on this side, but our left leg, our toe is touching the ground. Rolling shoulders back, core engage. 10 or as many as you can do today. And start. Three more here, or however many. Isn't it crazy? This leg is a lot weaker than my other leg. I could barely do 5. Whew. Now shake it out. Take that right leg behind you. Stretch it. Hopefully that feels great. Lengthen spine. Again, being aware of your shoulders. Nice work. Shake it out, bringing the chair over to the right side. The next thing we're going to do, you can use your chair or not. Use one hand. I don't think you really can do both. So let me show you what we're going to do. We're going to bring that right leg up in a 90-degree angle, keeping your core engaged. And then you're either going to use your chair and you're going to bend your leg, bring yourself back up. Okay, keep your core engaged. Think of your spine as one part, your trunk as one part as you hinge forward. So if you use your chair, looks like this, hinging. I am bending that left knee and I'm bringing it up. Now, you can do weights here too. Hinging, it would come here. Okay, so 10 here. Keep your core engaged. Really working that outside leg. I think I'm on 5. 4 more here. Really try and spread those toes on that left side. Two more. Oh yeah. And one more. Nice work. So let's stretch out that glute to your side body. You can bring that foot right here, bring it behind, and let's just do a side body stretch. We'll do some more stretching with our glutes as we head down. And bring yourself back up. Continuing on this side, let's bring that right leg behind you. Either hands on your hips, keeping that left knee bent. All I'm going to do is hinge, press up, hinge, press up. Let's do that 10 times. Set it up. Chair or not, core engage, roll shoulders. My back heel is staying glued to the ground. Nice. Finish up your 10. I have one more here. Nice. So staying here, let's lengthen that back leg, and we're going to do 10 just regular lunges, and you know I'm going to add on to that. So 10 here. Four, 3, 2, and 1. Now you can continue and do 10 more, or you can bend, press it up, and then find it and find that lunge again. Bring your knee up. Beautiful. So I'm going to kind of cut it in half here. So I'm going to do 2 more this way. And I'm going to show you the next thing I'm going to do for the next 5. Ooh, I'm feeling it. Are you? So I'm going to bring it. Open, close, and lunge. Lift, open, close, lunge. 3 more. Or continue doing what you want to do. Finish up your last 5 here. Oh yeah. I believe that's 5, but I lost count, so I'm really feeling it. Ooh, put that leg down. Shake it out. Shake out those hips. Nice work. Shake it out. Maybe let's do some hip circles. Feet wider than hip distance width. Bend those knees. Couple circles. We'll get into that glute stretch as we head down to the floor. Reverse. So we really got that glute. So I want to get into that quad before we go to the other side. So you know how. I'm going to bring your right foot forward in front of you. Bend that left knee. And we're going to just do some lifts. I apologize. I had a cat hair on my lip and it's been bugging me. Still working that leg and that glute, right? This is the bonus. And finish your 10 here, and we'll head on to the other side. Shake it out if you need to, and let's head over here. So starting out, set it up first. Chair where you need it. I have it on the other side for balance. You're going to bring that leg up. I'm circling that ankle. My ankle's heavy. And then we bend that right knee and hinge forward 10 times. Try not to lock out that leg when you come back up. I was noticing I was locking out my leg. That's why I said something. If I'm doing it, maybe somebody else is. How's your breathing? You can remove maybe halfway. Try it with both hands. Working on that balance, stability of the ankle, so many things, even your core, working hard. Finish 10. However, I'm having a really hard time counting today, you guys. Thanks for showing up. Ooh, finish your 10. I'm going to do one more. And then I'm going to bring my left leg back. Shake it out if you need to. And then we hinge forward, roll shoulders up, back, and down. Square those hips. Breathing. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hinge. Again, with your own breath, your own time. Getting up to 10 or what feels good to you. You'd think I'd be better at counting the ones that hurt the most. I'm not. I have 4 more here. 4, 3. I'm also feeling a stretch in my hamstring. I don't know how you're feeling. 2 and 1. And see if you can go right into the next exercise. Let's lengthen that left leg further behind, setting it up for 10 lunges or more. Just lunging and lifting. Oh yeah. Slower is harder, right? Then we lunge, knee lift. Now, take a break if you need to, shake it out, do all the things. We'll stretch to the other side. Let's see if we can go into the next exercise. So maybe 5 with the knee lift and then 5 with the knee hip opener, okay? So 10 here. Okay, here's my 5. I'm going to attempt to do that hip opener. 5 of them. Oh yeah. Oh goodness. One more. Does your body make any popping noises? And gently release. Shake out those hips, those glutes. Do a few circles with your tailbone, both directions. Shake out that hip. And then bring those feet a little wider than hip distance width, or bringing the right foot behind you and getting into that side body. Nice. Bring yourself back up, shake it out. Let's finish with that toe tap to the front, extending that left foot out, bending that right knee, roll everything back. Just lift and lower 10 times. Keeping a soft bend in that knee, keeping your hips square. Nice work. Finish up your 10 here. I think I did extra on that other side, so I better do a couple more. I don't know. It won't be even, but I try. Shake it out. Shake out those hips. Do a big circle with those hips. Reverse it. Do this a few times. And then remove your chair out of the way, and we're going to head down to the floor. I'm not really sure if you guys will like me after this, so yeah, just saying. Go with it. Try something new. We're going to head on down. We're going to actually head on down to a mermaid pose. So you can join me or not, heading down with a sun salutation, or just meet me on your bums. However feels good to you. Lengthen your spine. Roll shoulders back. I don't know if I already said inhale, but inhale up. Looking up, soft bend. Exhale, hinge forward. Bending those knees. Give your head a gentle shake. Release those glutes by shaking your hips out. Maybe palms come to the floor, fingertips. I want you to drop those hips a little bit. Shake out your head. And then I want you to bring one knee to the floor and then the other. Finding your tabletop. Core engaged, spreading those fingers, wrists under shoulders. And take a tailbone circle a few times in one direction. And then the other. Shake out those hips. Do a couple of cat and cow. Are you breathing? And meet me back in your tabletop. Curl those toes. Let's do a little strength exercise. And we're just going to lift our knees and gently lower. Lift your knees. Gently lower. Core engaged. Lift your knees. Gently lower. Lift and lower. Two more. Lift and lower. One more. Left and lower. Nice. Bringing yourself to your side, to your hip. Bringing yourself forward. So, mermaid pose. My right leg is bent at a 90-degree angle in front of me. My left is out from the hip, straight out, leg at a 90-degree angle, okay? So this is your mermaid pose. If for any reason this starts to, you cramp in your hip, come out of it. We're gonna do a few exercises to strengthen those hips, hip flexors, your adductors, all of those wonderful things. So find your spine in alignment, and let's start by stretching. Inhale, and then we exhale, hinge towards the right side. Inhale up, exhale to the left. Ooh, I can't go very far, can I? Do this a few more times. Inhale, exhale right. Inhale. Exhale, left. Oh yeah. How cool, seeing where our flexibility is. Obviously in this pose, not so good to the left, or not so flexible. Oh yeah. Let's do 2 more. So the next exercises, I'm going to shoot for 5 because they are they're new and they may be intense. So I would strive for 1 to 5 to 10, as many as you would like. So I'm going to bring myself down to my right arm. I'm going to lower my camera to make sure you can see me. Make sure you're set up at all those 90-degree angles, coming down to this right elbow, propping yourself up with that left hand, making sure everything is in alignment. I'm going to lift, extend, bend, lower. So I'm going to shoot for 5. So that was 1. Lift, extend, bend, lower. 3 more. Core engaged. Try to have no tension in your shoulders, your neck. I'm going to do 1 more because I'm feeling kind of stable here. And then join me with lifting that leg, extending, and toe taps up and down. Core engage. I'm going to do 6 here. Beautiful. Bring that leg back. Press yourself up if you need to. Relax that muscle and then meet me back down. Setting it up, still in this mermaid pose. This top leg, let's lift it, extend, and do 5 circles one direction. And then switch. Reverse. Beautiful. Place it back down. Push yourself up. Swing those legs forward. Woo! Let's first bring those palms of your hand behind you, fingertips facing forward. Lift your heart, your chest. A little stretch in your front body. Release. Let's do some windshield wipers. Holy cow, would that feel like to you? And let's set up to that other side. As a matter of fact, first, let's bring our legs forward, wider than hip distance width. Remove the flesh, roll the shoulders back, soft knees. Let's just do our staff pose, hinge forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bend. And I do want you to round through here. Really soft knees. Release your lower back. Beautiful. Walk yourself up. Let's bring that left leg in front, creating that 90-degree, straight out from your hip, straight out from your knee. Also your back leg. Bring that back leg straight out from that hip as much as you can. So sitting tall. First, find it. Allow your hips to relax. Both sides are different. And let's stretch over to that left side. Back up. And then to your right. I'm going to grab some water. 5 times, please. Excuse me. The fall, I get a tickle in my throat. It's great. And then I was like, you know what? I should put on some incense. That'll definitely not keep me from coughing. Hi, I'm the problem. It's me. Finish up your 5. I want to get in my 5 stretches. And then meet me down on that left elbow, using your right hand to prop yourself up, really keeping length in that ear and shoulder area. So this is the fun one. We lift, extend, bend, lower. 5 times, 10 times, 6 times. You do what you want. I'm going to try for 6. We're almost done. I know we talked at the beginning of class. I'm going to give you a full class with your stretch. Finish up your 5, 6, 10, however many you're doing. And then lower your leg, lift your leg, extend. Now toe taps, 5 or however many you can do. Whoa, good. I'm going to stretch it out. I'm going to untwist. I'm going to wiggle it out. And then I'm going to set it up again to do those circles. So I'm going to bend my leg, lift it, extend. 5 circles in one direction and then the other. Oh yeah. Oh, gently release it. Bring yourself back up. Swing those feet in front. Bending at the knees. Feet flat on the floor. Roll shoulders up, back, and down. Fingertips pointing forward. Hands behind you. Lift your heart, your chest. And then windshield. And then I want you to bring the bottoms of your feet together in that butterfly. Roll shoulders up, back, and down. And I want to stretch your lower back, your hamstrings and all that. We kind of did this seated in the chair, but we're going to do it seated here on the floor. So we're going to hinge. We're going to roll forward and bring yourself up. And then hinge and round through the back. So take this a few times, getting that spine moving, your abdominals engaged, doing this 3 more times, and around. Last one. Sorry if my microphone scrapes against my shirt. And then we're going to do the same thing but to the side. So let's gently twist to that right side. You're going to roll, then hinge, and then round back up. So this movement is a little bit smaller or more restrictive depending on how flexible in your side body and your back. So do this a few times. I have T-Rex arms, so I kind of have one hand behind me and one hand on my shin, but I have no pressure on it. And then when that feels satisfying or you're like, cool, move on, bro, let's do the other side. Find that twist first, core engage, and then bring yourself to your thigh, back up, now hinge and round. So literally going through flexion and extension of that spine. And do this a few more times. Maybe you feel a cool massage of your insides. And when it feels good to be done, finish up. I'm going to do one more. And then I'm going to bring my legs forward, keeping a soft bend in my knees, sitting up it really tall. Remove the flesh away from your seats bones, palms of the hands to the floor. Press yourself up, lengthen spine. Roll shoulders back, but they're also lengthening out to the sides. Bend those knees. Take one more breath here. Lift taller as you inhale. Exhale, hinge forward with a flat back until you can't do it anymore. And then round through the spine. Take 3 deep breaths here. Allow your hamstrings to relax. One more deep breath here. Walk yourself up. Take your time. Roll shoulders. We're going to finish standing up, so take your time standing up. I'm going to finish with one more down dog and a forward fold, but I invite you to venture up to standing however you like. Swing those legs around. I'm going to curl those toes onto the mat. I'm going to walk my hands out in front of me, and I'm going to press up those hips to the ceiling. I'm going to pedal out those feet, pressing chest, armpits towards those thighs, but core engaged. Bend both knees super generously, and then walk those feet towards those hands, ending up in this forward fold. Hinge forward greatly. Bend those knees. And then straighten out, but not locking out that right knee. And then walk your fingertips over to towards the left side. Another side body stretch. You can bend your knees more for more of a glute or getting under that armpit stretch. Play around with it. And then return back to center, bend both knees. And then straighten your left one without locking it out. Walking fingertips over to that right side. Experiment, see what works best for your body. Hopefully you're not grabbing onto the floor of the mat with your toes for dear life. Wiggle them out. And then return back to the center. Bend both knees. Now take turns bending and straightening those legs. Walking out those legs. Elephant walk, whatever you want to call it. Find some stillness. Bend both knees. Draw those big toes underneath those hip bones. Shake out your head one more time. And press the weight into the heels. Start to take your time rolling yourself back up. Drawing your shoulders up, back, and down. Take a moment. Wiggle it out. See how your body's feeling, your hips. Roll shoulders up, back, and down. Gently lengthen your tailbone towards the floor. Draw shoulder blades together and out. Draw them away from your ears. Close your eyes. Take 3 deep breaths. Do a body scan as you're doing this. See how you're feeling. Giving thanks to our whole body, but giving some thanks to our lower body through carrying us, walking us, holding us up. Give them some gratitude. Your legs, your glutes, your calves, your feet. Gently bat open those eyelashes and join me in taking 3 deep breaths by closing out our time together. Inhale up. Exhale, release, opening. Let's do that again. Inhale up. Exhale, release. One more time. Inhale up. Draw those hands to your heart. Bow your head in gratitude for showing up for yourself today. You are amazing. Thank you all so much. Te quiero mucho. Gracias. I love you. Have a fantastic day, and thank you for spending this moment in time with me.